Good morning, everybody. This is Mukherjee, working as Associate Professor in St. Peter's Indian College, Hyderabad. Today, our point of discussion is what are the number of charge carriers available in intrinsic semiconductor. So, we are going to calculate the carrier concentration. Of course, in intrinsic semiconductor, we are not going to add any impurities, but because of temperature, there is a possibility of having a little conductivity. So, this is of two types anyway, P type and N type. So we are not going to go for P type and N type. We are just going to calculate the number of free electrons and the number of holes available in an intrinsic semiconductor. So the topic is carrier concentration. Carrier concentration in intrinsic semiconductors. So first we are going to calculate for the number of electrons. Now let us take the energy band diagram. When we take the energy band diagram, this is what it is. The energy band diagram is this. We call this as valence band, we call this as conduction band, and this as the Fermi level. So in valence band, there is a possibility of finding holes, free holes, and in conduction band, there is a possibility of finding free electrons. So now the Fermi level is nothing but is a minimum energy level or its probability function which is used to calculate the number of free electrons as well as number of free holes. So then let us calculate, let us start our discussion with respect to number of free electrons. So the number of free electrons is given by dn equals to z of e into f of e into dt, where dn is the number of free electrons, Ze is the density of free electrons, f of e is the Fermi energy level, and d is the difference of the energy density in which we are going to calculate the number of free electrons available. So the density of electrons is given by Z of e equals to 4 pi by h cube into 2 mp star whole power 3 by 2 into e power 1 by 2. This is the density of electrons. What does this density of electrons implies? The density of electrons, it says that the density of electrons, or this density says that among this volume number of electrons, only few free electrons are available. So which are the few electrons which are available for conduction? That is decided by f of e, the Fermi energy density, which is given by f of e equals to 1 by 1 plus exponential of e minus ef by k. But now, so we got the energy density, we also got the Fermi function. But now, where are the free electrons available? The free electrons are always available in the conduction band. Because the free electrons are available in the conduction band, so this equation is further reduced or changed into Z of E is changed as 4 pi h cube into 2 me star whole power 3 by 2 into E minus EC whole power 1 by 2, where E is the variable energy level and EC is the conduction band energy level, because free electrons are only available in and above conduction band, but definitely not below the conduction band. So let us substitute these two equations on this. So dn is given by dn equals to 4 pi h cube into 2 me star whole power 3 by 2 into E minus EC whole power 1 by 2 into 1 by 1 plus exponential of E minus EF by KT into dt. So these are the number of free electrons available. So we need to integrate this. When we are going to integrate this, we want to integrate on both the sides and we need to find the limits. What are the finding the limits? What is the possibility of finding the electron? We know that the free electron is only available in the conduction band and above the conduction band. So the limits will be EC to infinity. EC to infinity. So now let us solve this. The left side integration is anyway n equals to, here 4 pi by h cube is a constant, 2 m star is a constant. Let us remove the constant. At the same time, we have this equation f equals to 1 by 1 plus exponential of e minus ef by k. This 1 by 1 plus exponential of e minus by kt. What is that we are going to do? We are going to neglect this 1. Because this function is very small compared to this one. So we are going to neglect this one. So this function is just e bar exponential of e minus ef by kt. So therefore, this can be written as 4 pi by h cube into 2me star whole power 3 by 2 integral 0 to, sorry, it is not 0, it is ec. It is ec to infinity. Ec to infinity within the limits where ec is the conduction band's energy level into e minus ec whole power 1 by 2 to 1 by exponential of e minus ef by kt into dt. Now let us take this to the numerator. When we take this to the numerator, what is the we are going to get? N equals to 4 pi by h cube into 2me star whole power 3 by 2 into ec to infinity e minus ec whole power 1 by 2 exponential of minus of e minus ef by kt into dt. So this is what we got. Now we need to solve this. We can solve this. How do we solve this? We can only solve this by substitution method. So let us take the substitution method. Let us assume that e minus ec equals to x. When e minus ec equals to x, what happens to e? E becomes x plus ec. And what is the value of de? De becomes dx. And what is the lower limit? The lower limit is, what is the lower limit in place of e? Put ec. So lower limit will be ec minus ec, which is nothing but 0. And what is the upper limit? The upper limit is given as infinity minus ec, which is once again infinity. So substituting all these 5 values in this equation. When we substitute all these 5 values, let us see what happens in this equation. So what is that we are going to get? We are going to get n equals to 4 pi by h cube into 2me star whole power 3 by 2 integral 0 to infinity. What is that we have? X bar 1 by 2 exponential of, we have minus e because this can be written as exponential of minus e by kt into exponential of ef by kt, because this can be written as a bar m minus n, a bar m into a bar minus n. So I'm going to substitute them, and finally this becomes dx. So in place of e, what is that we are going to substitute? X plus ec. So this becomes n equals to 4 pi by h cube 2me star whole power 3 by 2 integral 0 to infinity. This becomes, this is anyway x power 1 by 2 exponential of minus of e value is given as x plus ec into exponential of ef by kt into dx. So now what is that we are going to do? We are going to separate them. We are going to remove all the non-integrable terms. So this becomes n equals to 4 pi by h cube into 2me star whole power 3 by 2. Anyway, this e power ef by kt, this is nothing but e power ef by kt and e power minus ec by kt. So these two terms will come out. So this becomes exponential of ef by kt into exponential of minus e plus ec is minus ec by kt into integration of 0 to infinity x power 1 by 2 e power minus x by kt dx. So we got this value now. So when you got this value, what is the game going to do? N equals to 4 pi by h cube into 2me star whole power 3 by 2 into exponential of a power m into a power minus m. This becomes exponential of ef minus ec by kt integral 0 to x into x power 1 by 2 e power minus x by kt into dx. So once again, what happens to this? This becomes n equals to 4 pi by h cube into 2me star whole power 3 by 2 to exponential of ef minus ec by kt integration of 0 to infinity x bar 1 by 2 into exponential of minus x by kt dx. So once again, let us substitute some other constants here and let us solve this. How do we solve this? Because we have x and as well as x by kt, let us take this 1 by kt as some alpha. Let us take this 1 by kt equals to some alpha. So what happens to this? This becomes n equals to 4 pi by h cube into 2 m star 4 bar 3 by 2 into exponential of EF minus EC by kt integral 0 to infinity x bar 1 by 2 e bar minus alpha x dx. And this is something related to or in the form of gamma function. This is in the form of gamma function. So the value of x bar 1 by 2 e bar minus alpha x dx is in the form of gamma function. When you solve it, you have to get root pi by 2 root 2. This is what we are going to get now. So we are going to substitute that value here. So this becomes n equals to 4 pi by h cube into 2 me star 4 bar 3 by 2 exponential of EF minus EC by kt into 2 pi by 2 root 2 k. This is what we are going to get. So 4 pi by h cube into 2 m star by root pi by 2 root 2 kt exponential of EF minus EC by kt. So when you solve this, what is the we are going to get? We are going to get n equals to 2 into 2 pi m star kt by h square 4 bar 3 by 2 exponential of EF minus EC by kt. So this is the final expression for the number of electrons. So n is given as 2 into 2 pi m star kt by h square 4 bar 3 by 2 exponential of EF minus EC by kt. So how did this we arrive? We have arrived by taking simple equation. And what is the simple equation? The simple equation is represented as n equals to z of e f of t into dt. This is the equation we have taken. So the equation is taken as n equals to z of e, dn equals to z of e, f of t into dt. Where z of e we assumed as 4 pi by h cube into 2 me star 4 bar 3 by 2 into e bar 1 by 2. And what is that we have assumed as f of e? F of t we have assumed it as 1 by 1 plus exponential of e minus ef by k. And what are the limits? The limits are from 0 to, the limits are from EC to infinity. So we have taken these three conditions. So what is Z of E? The density of states, where there is a possibility of free electrons. And what is F of E? F of E is nothing but the probability function of which it says how many free electrons are available for conduction from conduction band, that to in conduction band. And what are the limits? Because the free electrons are only available in conduction band, so it is from EC to infinity. So we have taken these three, and finally what is the condition we have applied? We applied as n equals to 2 into 2 pi m star kt by h square 4 bar 3 by 2 exponential of EF minus EC by kt. So there is always a possibility that the free electrons are always available with an energy density between the limits of, if this is the EC, so there is a possibility of finding free electrons only between these two. So there is no possibility of finding a free electron below the Fermi level, and it is only possible above the Fermi level and somewhere near to the conduction band. That is the reason why we have taken it as EF minus EC by kt. And as the temperature is going to increase, then what happens? The temperature is going to increase, this value is going to be decreased, and this value is going to be decreased, and therefore there is a possibility or a little possibility of the number of free electrons available for conduction. So this is about the intensive semiconductors n type. And basically why this happens? Even though we have the purest of the purest form of semiconductor, still there are some impurities which cannot be removed. So these impurities with change in temperature, entropy. Entropy. What is entropy? Entropy is nothing but the disorder created because of temperature. the disorder which is created because of temperature, and this order is going to make these free electrons or these impurities to produce these free electrons, and these free electrons are available, of course, in a very low value, but better than the insulator. Insulator in the sense pure insulators like diamond and other inert gas elements, other things, but still it has a few free electrons, and these few free electrons because of the temperature are producing the conductivity. So n equals to 2 into 2 pi msr 20 by h square per power 3 by 2 exponential of EF minus EC by kT. So this explains the number of free electrons in an intrinsic semiconductors. Similarly, we are going to calculate even for the extrinsic semiconductors. But in extrinsic semiconductors, what is it we are doing? We are adding pentavalent impurities. When we add pentavalent impurities, what happens? Then pentavalent impurities are going to contribute a little free electrons in a little excess, and these excess free electrons are going to be, of course, still they are less in number, but far better than the pure semiconductor, far better than the pure insulator. So these little free electrons, because of this addition of pentavalent impurities, are going to contribute a lot when compared to the pure insulator or a pure semiconductor. So this is as far as the intrinsic carrier concentration in semiconductors for electrons is concerned. Thank you.